So this is what I got wrapped up today. One fair size windrow of brush, one little one behind it. Salvage a few logs. There's my truck, which I'm replacing pretty soon. And a little area where I dug out a whole bunch of stumps here. They were embedded in there pretty well. And you can see over here by the excavator, I've been kind of reshaping this a little bit. Eventually, once we're done all this grubbing, and I have the wristed twist, like the the ditching bucket on, and I'm gonna reshape this coming down here so it's a fairly wide ditch, or at least it'll actually drain water away from the road a lot better. First time I used a thumb on this thing in a year. I think it's the first time I used a thumb period in a year. It worked all right. I wish it was a little bit longer, because sometimes when you got the bucket curled in, it's kind of inside the bucket. So, but whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of thumbs. I'd rather the thumb actually be a part of the bucket. AMI makes one. I think they call it the Graptor or something like that, and it's got a different kind of hydraulic actuator on it. It's some kind of, I don't know, it uses like a screw or something. And anyway, the thumb's all part of the bucket there, and so you don't even have to weld anything onto your stick or anything like that. And when you take it off, the whole thumb comes off, and it's not in your way or adding too much weight. This one's fairly light, but I don't know, still not the biggest fan of them. And so this is some of the dirt. This is some of the more decent dirt, believe it or not, that I've scraped up. And all the brush along here, I pulled it all over into this hole. This was kind of a bit of a gully. So I pulled it all in here, track packed it down as best as I could, including the stumps. Stumps I worked as much as I could to the bottom of the fill, and they're a lot less farting around. And then I just start pulling all this dirt back to cover it over. So it's going to be a bit like a compost heap. It'll settle for quite a few years. But it's not as bad as burying whole trees like what they'll probably end up doing over there. But it works out pretty good that way. It just kind of fills in that low area. Helps divert water away from the road instead of having a hole there that just holds water all the time. And then I got to come up to this telephone pedestal here, stop short of that, and then continue on the other way. Or, you know, keep continuing on in the other direction there. And with all this stuff, I'll have to just pile it. And eventually they'll come down here with dump trucks and haul it away. And that'll be that. So, yeah, it'll look a little bit better. I don't know. No big deal to me. It's gravel road. Pretty area though. I'm about a half a mile away from Riding Mountain National Park. So, never been out here before, so love it. I got this side of the road to do too, but it's not as bad.